assume it was nice to have Jack in a role that you kind of thought coming in might be his season role there at the end.
Yeah, and all that we've been through, and you guys have seen it, to get somebody with some confidence at the end. And I think, somebody, the crowd was excited to see after, missing a weekend last weekend. So, and again, it's tough though. It's tough to find that spot to bring him in. They want to bring him in the fifth. To where he couldn't finish the game, and then there was times where he hasn't been out of the pen since the first weekend. So there was times where other guys were loose before he could get going. So we used several guys before we got to him, but it didn't matter. We had to win the game.
Just collectively, the bullpen as a whole, just overall your thoughts?
I thought it was not a good night for us. Like we always say, there's good and bad with everything. And even, I know you're asking about the bullpen, but I think everybody before Jack, it was one of those, we walked too many people, we got too many people on base. The good news is we punched out a bunch of people with runners in scoring position, and I think we didn't leave we didn't let an inherited runner score, and that's a big stat. We used several guys today. Several guys came in with runners on, but nobody let the runners in. So that's a big stat for the bullpen.
Made every defensive play too in that.
Yeah,
some big plays
huge
and stuff.
Huge
there.
play by Leger and a great pick by Calarco. No, you're right, and we've been really good at defense and maybe not as good in conference games, but really the conference games, it hasn't been a every game event for us defensively. It's been a few games here or there where we just blow up and don't make 3 or 4 plays, but for the most part we've fought it well this year.
Looks like the last few weekends Furnace has really started to kind of find himself.
Yeah.
Does he just look more comfortable with the plate?
I think so, and you can tell by the at-bat there at the end. I mean, it takes a lot of guts to look to bunt in that situation, which would have been the smart thing to do. If they're going to play a total shift there with a runner at third base, you got to try it, at least once. And then, I think once they, started to try to adjust to it, he pulls back. It's kind of a semi-slash and keeps the ball in the lane, inside the line. And, kind of, we get a good break there. But it all starts because I complimented him in the sense that you got to try to win the game. And there's times this year where we tried not to lose the game. He's a freshman there, so to your point, being comfortable, I think he's feeling pretty comfortable.
Specifically on Rivas, would you see?
Just, there's times where he overthrows, he leaves a lot of balls on his side. It's been his Achilles all year, and what happens is, he misses a lot of onside high balls, runs counts. Usually he can survive it, and somewhat survived it tonight.
What did you think of that swing from Peyton?
We're going to need him. We're going to make a run. He's a piece that we're going to need. I thought both him and TJ played really well tonight.
Thanks, Mike.